in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at their own 37. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lance on the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Finding room to the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play there for KC. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Lance. Incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 60 yards. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. 50 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And take it right on the 30. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up.
This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 15. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Locates Hardman for another catch. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fights through, and now a crease. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
Play action, now it's Lance. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Yeah, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Williams. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 89 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to power on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And he coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the 49ers continue to roll. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Lance now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. From the gun, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. Here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 94 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially
in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
He'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. The 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
For McCole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that was no fluke. He was moving there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And Lance now to throw.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he's got his man on the out route. So they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
The Niners on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now Lance.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He shakes him off. Flush to his right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And pardon me, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Give them a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Completes it to Hardman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him. why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. He'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.